Hey guys, Upstander doing a quick update video, a little bank, update and shit like that, progress video, whatever you want to call it. I'll try to make this video fun. I won't, drag on about things. It's funny thing about me, I tend to, I think it's a good thing, but I like to take a lot of time to explain things and like very in depth, whereas some people will just like explain things in one sentence. But the advantage of what I do is I give very, long, detailed explanations. But that's why my videos are like half an hour long. But I don't know. I think that's a good quality to have. So anyway, today I did a quest for the first time in ages. Which my quest points, you'd think I do a lot of quests, but I haven't done many in a while. I did the Cold War quest, which is a good quest. The problem with quests on old school RuneScape is that most of them require you to have a lot of items to actually do. And some have skill requirements. The worst is the items because you need like the weirdest shit. You need like molten glass, like silk, mahogany planks. Like I don't feel like running around. It takes longer to get the items sometimes than it does to do the quest. So if it was one thing they actually didn't, they're starting to do now. They've been doing the past year or two in regular RuneScape is the quests. You just show up and you don't need any items or anything. You might want to bring food or something, but that's about it. With these quests, like, I'm sure if I had to do like Morning's End Part 2, which I want to get done, I'm probably going to need like a shopping list of items. There's actually a part in that quest where you do need a lot of items if you take a certain path. But that part can be avoided. So anyway, I did the Christmas event about a week ago, so I like the black party hat. I don't usually get to wear it though. I've been doing a lot of Slayer, actually, kind of close to 86, really just to train combat. My goal right now is to get 90 attack. Then maybe I'll get a Sarah sword and go for 99 strength. I mean, it's pretty close to 99 strength. That's more than halfway, so I could grind that out. Defense, I really don't have to worry about for now. I mean, defense helps, but it doesn't help you get like faster combat XP or anything. I trained a lot with control when I got 85 Slayer, and that's how I got most of these levels. So I really haven't used like a D-skim very much, other than these last couple levels. The other thing is I really want to get 94 Mage, and for Vengeance, and also Ice Barrage. Getting 94 Mage is much more significant than getting 99. You get Ice Barrage and Vengeance, like two of the best spells in the game. So Vengeance, you kind of need to PK. I mean, if you're a 111 combat and you don't have Vengeance, you really can't go PKing. You're just not allowed to do that in the game. I mean, you could go like Mage Bank or something dumb like that, but you can't go PKing. You're literally just gonna get. You're at such a disadvantage, and it's actually kind of a flaw in old school. Like, unless you're one defense spear and you can't do the quest for it. You can't PK very effectively without Vengeance, and 94 Magic is a very difficult requirement. But not only do you need 94 Magic, you also need the Lunar Diplomacy quest. So I'm actually getting the requirements for that. I got some woodcutting levels earlier, so I got the wood chop requirement. Then I have to get the crafting. My crafting was like 52 this morning, so I've actually been cutting leather, or into, I don't know, crafting leather into coifs. I think at like level 57 or so you're supposed to start making. You can look on what's really nice now. The 2007 Scape wiki is actually really good now. Like they updated a lot of shit. So it says you should start making green dragonhide van braces, but I didn't bother yet because it's only a few more levels till 61. That's the requirement. The other thing is like 60 mining, which I don't know how the hell that's going to happen. Mining is a very annoying skill. There's literally, it's not AFK, which is, it's fine. You don't want to be, the whole idea of an AFK skill, if you think about it, is kind of stupid anyway. You're just getting XP for doing nothing. Why even bother playing? Even though those tend to be my favorite skills, because you can do other shit. But, and you get rewarded for it in the end. Or you just might want to train it up for a quest. But mining, that's going to be a grind, but it's only 8 levels, so that's not too bad. If it was like 75 mining for like some of, I think like the Dwarf Cannon quest, no, the Hand Cannon quest had a much higher mining requirement than 60. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I am. But so once I have that, look, if you type 999 for withdraw X, it'll just default, because you can't take out that many, obviously, so it'll go to the highest Java number, which you can see there if you didn't know it already. But once I have Lunar Diplomacy done, it's kind of nice knowing that I have all the quests out of the way. When I get 94 magic, when I hit the level, I can go in Vengeance PK. You know, it's like some people get 94 magic and then they realize they don't have the quests done. So that's like kind of stupid, because it's like, shit, now I got to get all these skill requirements just so I can use my 94 mage. I do have Desert Treasure done. I did Desert Treasure a long time ago. So I can use Ancient Magics. There we go, another crafting level. Earth Battle Staves, Diamond Bracelets. Not sure what I'm going to need to make those for, but it's nice to have. One significant level I think I got was the dragon. I can make dragon stone rings, so I think I might be able to make Slayer rings, assuming I can enchant them. So that'll be kind of nice when they're going to come out very soon. So when I'm done with this one, I'll show you guys the bank. So I had like 7 mil, then I bought a bunch of prayer pots, then I bought all this crafting supplies, so my cash stack went down quite a bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these coifs. I mean, it's not even good to alch them or anything. I think they're just junk, unless people do buy coifs in bulk. I'm not really sure. So I got some lobsters. What's really interesting is my cooking level is actually higher than it is on regular, RuneScape 3. I used to call it EOC, now people call it RuneScape 3, so I just call it, modern day RuneScape. You guys know what I'm talking about. But my cooking level on EOC is like 80 or something, so 84 on here, which is just higher. So that's kind of funny. It's the only skill that's higher, I'm pretty sure. I mean, every other skill, like, I'm almost 99 Slayer on EOC, but I don't know how the combat works anymore. I don't think momentum is very good to use, so I don't know about that game. I've also considered, I've never transferred money from, other than like maybe 20k. I've never transferred money from EOC to 07 or vice versa. I don't know how that works, and it's probably most of the time going to be a scam, so if anyone knows how that works, let me know. Like, I could just take like 100 mil EOC and just transfer it over. Like, I don't really play EOC very much, so there's no reason for me to have all that money on there, but I kind of like to just preserve. That didn't sound good. I kind of just like to preserve my EOC account, all the stuff I have on there, so I don't even know if I'd want to do that, but I mean, like 100 mil wouldn't make that much of a difference, and it wouldn't make a huge difference if I had like a 10 mil on here. I'm sure the exchange rates are awful if you're taking EOC money for 07 money. I'm still getting, I'll tell you guys about the surgery I had. I mentioned that in the Christmas video about my nose. Septoplasty and turbinate reduction, so I can breathe a little bit better. I'll probably talk more about that in a future vlog. Just tell you guys the whole story behind that. And I had quite a horrifying time recovering from that, but I'm starting to feel a little better, although I'm still stuffy, which you can probably hear. So I got everything. Like, my bank isn't organized. Like, look at it. This is not organized. But sections of it are. So here's, like, if I'm doing Slayer, like, okay, I can get that. I can get my Borrow's Gloves, Ring of Life, Rune Defender, although I don't need a Ring of Life anymore. I'll show you why. Proselyte. So, like, that's kind of organized. Salvami and everything. Then more, like, unorganized stuff. This should be, like, somewhere a little better. D'hide. So, like, this is a little organized. Both the D'hides are the same. Then I got all the rune stuff. I have some camo stuff because the box I made in my house can only fit, like, 2 of them. So I put, like, the Lederhosen hat and everything, and like something else, but I wish I could put that in there too. I think if I got my construction up, I would be able to, but I think you should just be able to put whatever you want in it. It would save bank space. Let's see what else we got here. Battle Chest Anchor, which is not as good as God's Sword, so it's kind of obsolete now. Oh, that's still kind of fun to use. Cannon, which I don't. When I've been doing Slayer, I normally it's best to cannon when you do Slayer, but I'm kind of doing it for money as well, so I haven't been using a cannon. Disc returning, which I do have all those rares, but I just keep them on my other account as like more bank space, basically, which is kind of funny. So like if I ever need that to use that, usually when I make it, it's kind of interesting because this is the third time I'm like doing everything on RuneScape. All these quests I've done at least twice. I mean, once on my pure, once on my main. So now I'm doing them for a third time, including this is going to be the third time I've had to get 94 magic because I have it on both my regular RuneScape accounts, and I did it before all like the Squeal of Fortune and bonus XP shit came out. So it's kind of depressing how Jagex has somehow got me in a situation where I'm doing this shit a third time. So deep boots and everything, I have an extra pair I got as a drop. I usually sell it pretty quickly, but I haven't gotten around to doing that, or no one was buying it. Prayer pots, which are extremely expensive right now. B-Ring Eye, I've debated, like, I've been doing the night. Maybe I'll make a guide for that if you guys want. The Nightmare Zone. You can get really good combat XP there if you just pray melee and use overloads. So maybe I'll make a guide on that if you guys want. Let me know. So I'm not sure if I should sell, like, unimbue it and waste the points and sell it when I know I can get 94 magic with the money. But it is a good 4.2 mil now, which is a lot. I think it's probably the most valuable item I own in the game. But it's 8 strength bonus, so that's like really good. I mean, let's see. In 8, and you also can crush defense as well. 8 strength is a big deal, especially for a ring. So, I don't know, maybe I'll keep it. Fire Cape, I haven't gotten another Fire Cape. Not much really reason to, other than the fact that it would stack. Also some quest items. I'll probably drop some of this, because if you have a bookcase, you can get any book back. Not that you even really need to. So that's the bank update. I've been doing, not only have I been doing Slayer, but I do a ton of clues. I got a Zami page recently, a Guthix page earlier this morning. I got some of those enchanted robes, like the purple ones, like the mystic kind of ones, but unfortunately most of the shit is pretty worthless that you get from clues now, because there's no free-to-play. So members don't really need, like, a rune kite shield H5 or shit like that. You know, that shit you can pretty much just alch. I mean, not, you might be able, you can sell it for a little bit more than a regular rune kite shield, but not really a lot, and it's not even worth your time. So if we had free to play, it would actually be kind of nice, because the only people who really give a shit about those items are free to players. You know, like full Saradomin, like that's the coolest thing to have if you're free to play. Whereas members, you can pretty much just get 60 defense and start buying Dragon, and then 70 defense, start getting Borrows. But if you're free to play, like, Sarah is the best armor. I mean, even though it's the same stats as Rune. So that's about it. I'm going to go get this crafting up. Then I'm going to get mining up and do the quest. Like I said, I only problem with quests is that there's a lot of items that you need to get. The skill requirements are pretty understandable. You shouldn't be able to do every quest with just, you know, level 3. Although some people get pretty far just being like a skiller and doing quests. But the fact that there's no grand exchange, which is fine, but it's just kind of annoying how they design these quests where you need a shit ton of items. And it's also kind of unfortunate because, like, you do the Cold War quest, and that's the first in the Penguin series. And it was released in 2007, so the sequel was released in 2009, so that's pretty much the first and last Penguin quest in 07. Which is kind of depressing, knowing that the sequel will never come out in 07. You know, maybe someday they can kind of implement it, but I don't see it happening, especially because quests are not a high priority for people. But once, you know, you have the items and everything, the quests can be actually kind of fun and rewarding. So, you know, that should be done pretty soon, hopefully Lunar Diplomacy. Maybe I'll do Dream Mentor as well for those extra spells, and a lot of magic XP as well. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you enjoyed. Join Andrew, AJT62 Friends Chat. I'm on here pretty much whenever I'm on, so if you want to hang out, there's usually some people on it as well. You know, it hasn't been as big as it used to be, but there's still easily 10 people on it at really peak hours, and at any given time, there's usually 2 or 3 people on here, at least. Sometimes, you know, 4 or 5. Also, you can check out links below, you know, my Twitch, Twitter, you can check that out. And, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll make another video tomorrow, but probably not. So have a happy New Year, everyone. This is probably going to be my last video of the year. It's kind of funny when you say that, because, like, shit, you're not going to make a whole video for the rest of the year. The rest of the year is only 2 more days, so, It's not going to be that long. So wish me luck on this stuff, guys, and I will see you guys later. Also, check out my video from yesterday, my Bando solo video. I'll link that in the description as well. I don't think I'll bother with an annotation, but you can check. I'll put an annotation. So check that out as well. See you guys later, and yeah, have fun.